name is Sergeant Joe Fink, working the 24-hour shift out of homicide. And this is my workshop, the part of town that everybody knows about, but that nobody wants to see. Where the tragedies are deeper, the ecstasy's wilder, and the crime rate consistently higher than anywhere else. Skid Row, my beat. The most terrifying period in the history of my beat began in a little run-down floor shop called Mushnick's.
Good morning, Mrs. Shiva. How's things today?
Oh, the same as usual, Mr. Mushnick. My sister's nephew, Stanley, died in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, what happened?
He got blown up. Who knows how?
That's nice. Well, you would like, maybe as usual, some flowers for the funeral.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
I thought possibly, because I always give to you all my funeral business, maybe you should possibly give to me a little cut rate.
Look on me, Mrs. Shiva. What am I, a philatelist? I sell on Skid Row nothing but cheap carnations. And I should give you a cut rate. I can't even afford water for the flowers. To my throat, I would be giving a cut.
I dreamt I dwelt in marble halls with vassals...
Get up from the back! Excuse me, Mrs. Shiva, that's Seymour.
He's a nice boy.
Why don't you let him see?
What, see? Look, here I got a new customer, brand new in the yellow vest. I should let the cleanup boy, but I can't even afford chase him out right away. Flower as fresh as the springtime Mushnick's farm. What can I do for you today?
Listen, Mushnick, I haven't got much time. Send me over 2 gladiolas and the fern.
Excellent. That's 2 dozen glads, 1 potted fern.
No, Mushnick. 2 gladiolas and 1 fern.
You want I should put 2 gladiolas in the pot with the ferns?
No, 1 fern, 1 piece. Altogether, 3 pieces. I need it for my waiting room.
Yeah, it's the filling canal.
What?
A filling canal.
Good, I'll drill a bigger hole.
You mean you want 2 crummy gladiolas and 1 crummy fern? What kind of a decoration is that?
Listen, it's my flower budget for the week. Mushnick. Who can be a dentist on Skid Row?
All right, excellent. I'll send Seymour right away. Who am I to argue with science?
Make it snappy. Now you are going to get it. Oh, you are going to get it. Look.
Seymour Krellboyne? Now, Mrs. Shiva, we were talking from the funeral flowers. What in the little... funeral!
Did you call me Mr. Mushnick?
No. I was calling John D. Rockefeller to make a loan on my Rolls Royce.
Sorry I said it.
Now, look, Seymour. You take 2 gladiolas. You'll cut them nice and even. You'll take 1 fern. You'll wrap them in a package, and you'll take them to Dr. Farr. Right? Now go already! Now, what can I do for you, sir?
My name is Burson Fudge.
Excellent. I am Gravis Mushnick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Who's going to get my roses?
I'll take care of you, Mrs. Shiva. Come right over here.
You would like maybe some orchids for a nice girl?
No, I think I'd like a couple of dozen carnations.
Carnations.
A person can't turn around these days that somebody shouldn't drop dead.
You've had more than your share of bad luck, Mrs. Shiva.
Bad luck, she calls it. You should have so many people kick off. You would have somebody fall on top of you, too.
What about the carnations?
You said you wanted some roses.
Yeah. For Stanley.
My carnations.
You should see what that Seymour is. Oh, here are your carnations. Wait, I'll wrap them for you.
No, that's all right. I'll leave them here.
Why not? Of course, what else? They are all right?
Well, I've had better.
Well, this is a small shop.
Oh, that's okay. You know, those big places, they're full of pretty flowers, expensive flowers. When you raise them for looks and smell, you're bound to lose some food value. I like to eat these little out-of-the-way places.
Oh! Such a thing, eating flowers.
Look, don't knock it until you try it, huh?
Look what happened.
This is what I was trying to tell you before. Look on him, everybody. Look at the quality of his work. I ask you, when I fired him, where is he going to get such another good job?
You mean I'm fired?
No, I'm electing you president from the United States. Yes, you are fired.
Gravis, you can't do that.
Who can't?
I didn't mean it.
You didn't mean it. You never mean it. You didn't mean it the time you put up the bouquet with the get well card in the funeral parlor and sent the black lilies to the old lady in the hospital. You didn't mean it. But this time, I, Gravis Mushnik, mean it.
He means it.
But gee, Mr. Mushnick, don't I always try to do what's right? And I'm crazy about flowers. I like flowers almost as much as Audrey does.
Excellent, you're fired.
Why don't you give him a chance to correct himself?
I give him a chance to quit.
I ain't gonna quit.
You're a brave boy, you're fired.
But that ain't fair, Mr. Mushnick. You know what I'm doing? I'm working on a special surprise plant just for you. I'm growing a plant like you ain't never seen before.
Excellent. I can't even sell the plants I got in my shop. Out, you.
Now, wait a minute. He's got a new kind of plant you ought to look at.
I don't look on flowers, Mr. Yellow Vest. I got ancestors in the flower business for 200 years, but I got one shop on Skid Row, one stinking shop. I don't even like flowers.
No, you don't understand what I mean. Look, I've eaten in flower show world. And I've noticed that the places that have the most weird and unusual plants do the best business.
See?
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 What is this, a tango? All right. Explain me more.
Well, I remember one place that had a whole wall covered with poison ivy. And people came from miles around to look at that wall, and they stayed to buy.
The owner got rich.
No. He scratched himself to death in an insane asylum.
Oh, that was my cousin Harry.
All right. All right. You go home and you get this fancy schmancy plant and you bring it back here. And if Mr. Yellow Vest Fouch says it's a draw, you still got a job. If he don't, out you go to both of you, right?
Don't worry, you'll like it. You'll see.
This is Radio KSIK. You've been listening to Music for Old Invalids. Our next selection is entitled Sick Room Serenade.
Seymour, is that you?
Yeah, Ma.
Come in here and look at my tongue.
But Ma, I already seen your tongue.
Have you no sympathy for your poor mother? Laughing at her and mocking her illness, and she's got one foot in the grave?
Oh, I didn't mean it.
Oh, you never mean it. Now, come on, look at my tongue.
A tongue's a tongue, Ma. They all look the same to me.
Oh, did you stop at Dr. Mallard's and get the results of my tests?
Yeah, he said there's nothing wrong with you.
Oh, not Dr. Mallard. He's one doctor I thought would tell the truth.
He said you should be playing fullback for the Rams.
He wants me dead. I'll bet he's assistant coroner.
Ma, I gotta go.
And I know I've got my goiters coming back. I can feel it every morning after breakfast.
Yeah, that's when you take those great...
What you got, a little surprise for me?
Open it up and see.
All right. Dr. Slurp Saddle's famous tonic. Wait here. To be taken internally or externally for pain and neuritis, neuralgia, headache. If hit by a truck, call your physician. Alcoholic contact, 98%. Oh, Seymour, you'll never know what this is going to do for me. Oh, I can feel that surge of warm health going through me already.
Look, Ma, I gotta get my plant and hurry back to the shop.
You mean that lousy weed out in the kitchen?
Yeah, and if Mr. Mushnick doesn't like it, he's gonna fire me.
Apparently, my hearing's going out on me. I get the distinct impression that your job security depends on what Mushnick thinks of that thing.
Gee, it looks worse than it did this morning when I went to work. I wish I knew what to do with it.
Well, if you asked me, I'd pitch it out in the trash. I don't like my house cluttered up with rotten vegetables.
Look, Ma, I gotta hurry. Can I bring you anything?
Oh, yeah. Bring me the evening news. They're running a self-diagnosis contest. The winner gets to go to Mayo Clinic.
Bye, Ma.
Bye, son. I'll see you the rosy edge of dawn. Drink to me, oh, with thine eyes, and I will...
Hey, put this on my bill.
Well, here it is, everybody. What do you think of it?
Well, it sure is different.
It looks delicious, but don't you think it's kind of stale?
Well, it hasn't been feeling too well.
You call that a fancy plant? It looks like it never spent an LT day in its entire life.
I don't care. I like it anyway.
You like even skunk cabbage.
Yeah. What kind of a plant is this,